Good morning, hi. So we are continuing where we left off. I have some things that I want to do. First one, I want to throw a knife out the window. Second one, I kind of want to like throw. I want to leave. So we're gonna do. I think the best thing we can do right now is probably leave. Just leave.
Can't just leave. We're supposed to fight her. Where are you?
Oh, if you haven't seen the last episode, we basically we killed the princess, and she became a demon lady, and when she killed us.
Seriously? You're just going to turn around and leave? Do you even know where you're going?
Talk to Kevin, talk to Princess, maybe. We'll Slayer. Yes, I definitely know where I'm going. Nope. We're just quietly continuing the path. There's no dialogue.
Fine. I suppose you just quietly continue down the path away from the cabin.
We're leaving. We're not dealing with the princess.
That's strange. It looks like this path also leads to the cabin. How convenient. Everything's back on track again. Maybe the world can still be saved after all.
We're going to leave again.
Really keen on wasting everyone's time, aren't you?
Yes.
It's remarkably selfish, if you ask me. I've already outlined the stakes of the situation. If you don't do your job, everyone dies. Like, dies. Forever.
Yep. Good, everyone should die. It's what they give up me in the world to cast me to kill someone for them.
When I said everyone, I meant everyone. That's a pretty large group to just condemn to death over a single princess. And, last I checked, you're part of everyone too, so if you think about it, walking up to that cabin and slaying her is really in your best interests as well.
No, we're gonna leave.
But fine, you turn around and trek back down the path you came.
Now we're gonna get the cabin ending. Oh,
Would you look at that? You're at the cabin again. Now, I'm not normally one for superstition
we already got
or
this.
astrology, but I have to say, it seems like the universe itself is doing its best to bring you to your fated confrontation with the princess.
no, we're gonna leave.
I guarantee you that every second you spend running away is time she's going to use to get stronger. Just get in there already.
Oh yeah, I guess I start walking a different direction again. In fact, I'm gonna just keep trekking through the woods. I'll find my way out of here.
There's always a choice. Let me tell you right now that you're making the wrong one for pretty much everyone who has ever lived, as well as for everyone who ever will.
It's fine, it's fine.
And here we go. As you trudge into the woods, something strange starts to happen.
Cabin. We've already seen this. It's the same ending. I feel like I probably shouldn't have skipped it that way, but it's basically the same ending. We walk in the woods until we die. I just wanted to get the achievement. Nothing big there. I probably shouldn't have did that on camera. It's whatevers. We basically, if you've not seen the first episode, I'll edit it in now. If you've not seen the first episode, you basically walk in the woods forever, and then you eventually die, and the princess gets out, and she kills everyone, and the game over. That's my first playthrough was that. Oh wait, I have a save from the first game, right? Yeah. Take the knife. So we're gonna take the knife here. We'll go here. Pick up the knife.
You take the blade from the table. It'd be rather difficult to slay the princess and save the world without it.
My camera lost me. Oh, what doesn't even give me the option to throw it out the window? Oh, this is still a first
The door
playthrough,
to the
isn't it?
basement creaks open.
Yeah. Not what I wanted. I don't think I have a save. Okay, I don't think I have a save where it was the first playthrough. I don't think I saved it at all. So we're gonna go here, and we're gonna give up.
Are you serious? As internal bleeding sets in, the blade falls from your trembling hands, clattering to the ground uselessly.
Okay, so if this is your first time watching, please go watch the first episode and the second episode, because we are kind of playing this sporadically. We're just using some of the old saves to get some of the other endings. I'm also just skipping around and skipping some dialogue. I don't want to have to keep rereading the same thing over and over. So just go watch the first episodes. I'll try not to skip as much. Like, after we get to the new endings, I won't have to. Capiche? Capiche.
You lacked the will to finish the job, your bruised and broken body falling to its knees before her. The princess, exhausted, chest heaving with heavy breaths, tosses the blade away from you. This is the end, isn't it?
Yeah.
Is this really the best you could do? Look at you. Completely broken. I'd be lying if I said I wasn't a little disappointed.
She plants her foot on your chest and pushes you onto your back, the air leaving your lungs in a heavy puff. And then she brings her knee to your throat.
Yeah.
She leans into it with the kind of weight you didn't think her slight frame could possibly possess, shattering your windpipe and leaving you starved for breath.
It's too bad. I was looking forward to some company.
Everything goes black, and you die.
So, the tower. The tower? Okay, this is the tower ending?
You're
Okay.
on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess. You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Wait. No. Wait, see the cabin, turn and leave. I'm getting a terrible sense of deja vu.
A terrible sense of deja vu? No, you don't have that. This is the first time either of us have been here. If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way.
We're gonna get the coward, aren't we?
You know I can hear you, right? It's going to be a lot harder than you think to keep secrets from me.
The coward?
What does it matter what he knows?
The
There's
Birkin.
nothing we can do to stop her. She's just going to kill us again.
Okay.
She is not going to kill you unless you let her. But slaying the princess and saving the world is going to be much more difficult than it has to be if you spend the whole time second-guessing yourself.
Yeah, we gave up and she killed us, so we're the broken now. Pretty sure this whole thing literally just happened.
It hasn't. Or if it has, I certainly haven't been a part of it. We've just met for the first time, you and I.
No, that's a lie. What? Siege of Cabin. Let's assume if we've already did this, we're gonna go again. Wrong button.
A warning before you go any further. She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her. Don't
Okay.
believe a word she says. We might as well just pledge ourselves to her and stop pretending we're capable of doing anything in this situation. She probably doesn't even need to try to overpower us.
Oh, that's sad.
Can we tone down the pessimism just a smidge? I'm not being a pessimist. I'm just being realistic. You're being
Yeah.
annoying.
I can relate to that.
Just ignore their bickering, and whatever you do, don't pledge yourself to her. I cannot stress
and?
enough how absolutely
That's just-
catastrophic that would be for everyone, yourself included. I agree. If she's wrongfully imprisoned, then we should rescue her, but if he's telling the truth, we shouldn't just hand her the world on a silver platter.
Yeah. Don't rescue her.
Rescue her?
Yeah.
Given the stakes of the situation, there isn't really a difference between rescuing her and pledging yourself to her. Either would be terrible.
Okay.
So please try to ignore both of those knuckleheads and focus on saving the world. Let's not make this harder than it has to be.
Proceed to the cabin.
If that's what you want, I guess I don't have a say here.
Poor guy. Yeah. I like how the choices you make changes the second day. Ooh,
The
it's way
interior of the
different.
cabin is larger and more grandiose than its humble exterior would suggest. The only furniture of note is a massive marble altar with a pristine blade perched on its edge. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right. Why do we feel so small? We don't feel small. We are small.
You're not wrong. You can say about the mirror on the wall. If there is no mirror, there definitely is a mirror, and yeah. What's it about,
That's
like?
because there isn't a mirror. There's the altar, the blade sitting on the altar, and the door to the basement. There's nothing else in here.
Yeah. Oh, there is definitely a mirror.
There's definitely a mirror. There isn't. Who cares if there's a mirror? We're all going to die anyway. And I'm sure that if we looked in there, we'd just see something sad and miserable looking back at us. We don't need any reminders of what we are. It would only make things worse.
Poor guy. Makes me sad.
For the last time, you're not going to die unless you let it happen. And luckily for you, there isn't a mirror, so no one needs to worry about confronting a grisly visage any time in the near future. Though, for what it's worth, if there were a mirror, I'm sure that you wouldn't find anything sad or miserable in it looking back at you. You probably look perfectly normal.
Yeah, you do look normal.
Probably. Do you not know what we look like?
Just a bird.
He knows. He just doesn't have the heart to tell us.
I can't remember whether I lied. I'm with the mirror. I will look see how handsome I am.
Please don't. I'd rather the princess kill us again than see how dreadful we are. I care less about what we look like and more about whether we're being lied to. If he's willing to lie about something as innocuous as a mirror, what else is he hiding from us?
And you're talking about the mirror, yeah.
I'm not lying to you. Use your eyes. There is no mirror. Why would I lie about something so meaningless?
You
what
have
good
a
would it
point.
even do?
Now it's the broke, and we're gonna approach the mirror. I did this in every playthrough.
Walk up to the wall next to the basement door. It's a wall. There isn't much to see here. This really isn't funny.
Clean the mirror.
You reach forward and rub your hand against the cabin wall. I hope you know how ridiculous you look right now.
It's not even a cabin anymore. It's a freaking tower.
We should count ourselves lucky. Some things are better left unseen.
Oh! We'll take the blades.
You take the blade from the altar. It would be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon.
Yeah. Oh god, we are tiny, huh?
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a spiral staircase. Its steps almost as deep as you are tall. The smell of incense drifts up from below. For a moment, you almost feel at ease.
Yeah.
This is actually kind of nice. It's still a stone basement. If the princess lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor.
I mean, stone's not that bad. We've seen some horrible
Her
things.
booming voice rolls up the stairs.
Is that a guest I hear? Don't linger on the stairs. Come down and witness me.
You weren't kidding when you said it was booming. She wasn't like this last time. We need to
Is she a
get down
giant?
there. She wants us to see her. We need to see her.
So the broken
Should we
voice
be
is
worried
against
about your
us.
sudden change in attitude? Just a few minutes ago, you were going on about how pointless everything was. Now you want to go down there.
Yeah, I think he's betrayed us.
It doesn't matter what that little voice says. He's not the one making the decisions. Though if his ramblings get you to the princess, they get you to the princess.
That's your only... It's like the Stanley Parable, but like, you know?
Making your way down the spiral staircase is a time-consuming and exhausting effort, every step requiring you to clamber over one edge before dropping to the next. But soon the end comes into view, and you tumble to the bottom, entering the vast, temple-like room
He's a
beyond.
giant in this one, huh? Yeah.
The princess towers over you, almost glowing in the weak starlight, her figure framed by a stained glass window. Her long hair billows around her, and a chain binds her wrist to the far wall. That isn't what she looked like last time. The chain is nothing to her. It might as well be a toy for all the good it would do. I told you it was pointless to resist her.
The little bird has returned to me. I wonder what he wants. You've brought that knife again, even though you know it's useless. Such charming audacity.
He's a giant.
Drop it.
Okay, this is a new choice. I've not gotten this before. We will drop the knife.
The blade slips from your fingers and clatters uselessly to the floor. We didn't have to do that. And yet you did. She's so much more than us. You wouldn't understand what it feels like to be in her presence. Oh, I understand what's going on, and you'd better snap yourself out of it.
Kneel.
Oh, we can actually obey?
On
Really?
her command, you fall to the floor, knees painfully connecting with hard stone.
That's my good little bird. Now, why don't we talk?
Oh god. The tower. She's freaking huge. Finish the demo with the tower. That was a cool ending. Now we're gonna not do it, she says. Just immediately get swatted. Oh, it's so cool. I do wonder what some of the other endings. We have what, 4 of the endings? Out of the 10? Okay, we're gonna load the game.
As if on command, the blade slips from your grasp. It
We don't have a
clatters
choice?
uselessly to the floor. But we didn't drop it. We decided to grip it tighter, remember? Are you really just going to let that happen to us?
We don't have a choice.
I have a duty to report facts as facts, and the fact is that you dropped the blade.
We got betrayed. Yeah.
Of course we dropped it.
Yeah, the voice of the broken.
She's so much more than us. You wouldn't understand what it feels
So we
like
don't
to
have
be
a
in her
choice.
presence. Oh, I understand what's going on, and you'd better snap yourself out of it.
Kneel.
Yeah, so no, and we're gonna kneel anyways.
Are you still trying to defy me? I
Oh.
said kneel.
Your legs buckle, and your knees hit the floor.
That's my good little bird. Now, why don't we talk?
Ah! Oh, it's so cool. Oh, it's so cool. The tower. I bet. So now we get to do a fresh playthrough. 'Cause I don't think there's much more we can do. We did everything, haven't we? We gave up. We stabbed her and we ran away. So giving up gives you the tower ending. Okay, so giving up gave me the tower ending, right? It's massive. And then we ran away. We killed her, which gave us the adversary ending. We ran away from her, giving us a nightmare ending. On the first playthrough, we just left and got stuck in the infinite looping dimension, and went on to the second day and we got the stranger ending. We don't know who we are, and we died. We almost have it. Apparently there is a good ending to the game, but I don't know how we do how that works. Okay, I think we're good to start. We're gonna start a fresh playthrough. The Hero and the Princess. It's such a good game. I should have played this a lot
You're
earlier.
on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess. You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Have the experience we only rescue because she's locked up. Killing a princess is a little tad much. I forget it. I'm not doing this.
Are you serious? No, you have to do it.
Being in the world, what are you talking about? Have you considered the only reason?
Of course I haven't. Why would I even consider that? Nobody wants the world to end.
Some people do.
I mean, maybe some people do, like nihilists or
Yeah.
very, very evil people, but surely you're not one of those, right?
Okay, thanks. Oh, okay. Thanks, Tim, what to do. Sweet. I've always wanted to We're gonna leave. We're gonna do this.
Then I guess we'll just have to see what happens. But a word of warning. If you go in prepared to hear her out, she could easily trap you in her web of lies. And the more you listen to her honeyed words, the harder it'll be to pull yourself out. Then each and every one of us is doomed.
You're right, you're right.
So sure, go, talk to her. See how that turns out for all of us.
So here's my plan. I have a feeling I know what ending we're gonna get.
You make your way up the short path to the cabin. You'll find the princess within. We're not going to go through with this, right? She's a princess. We're supposed to save princesses, not slay them. Ignore him. He doesn't know what he's talking about.
Okay, so here's what I'm wondering, okay? So I'll just leave it there. We should no be any talking. So I'm wondering if we were to walk away from the cabin twice and then go outside the cabin, if that would give us a different ending. I have a feeling I know what ending we're going to get, because we're not going to enter the cabin with a knife. We're gonna leave the knife behind.
The interior of the cabin is almost entirely bare. The air is stale and musty, and the floor and walls are painted in a fine layer of dust. The only furniture of note is a plain wooden table. Perched on that table is a pristine blade. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
Enter the basement. We're not taking a knife with us. Knife, I think, gives us on one of the other 3 endings.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase faintly illuminated by an unseen light in the room below. This is an oppressive place. The air feels heavy and damp, a hint of rot filtering from the ancient wood.
Okay.
If the princess really lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor.
Probably.
Her voice softly carries up the stairs.
Hello? Is someone there?
It's hypnotizing. It's the kind of voice you only have to hear once to remember it for the rest of your life. Don't let it fool you. It's all part of the manipulation. You're playing a dangerous game by coming here unarmed.
I'm here to save you. I'm here to save you. Just checking on you. But I think we're gonna get the damsel ending by saying this. We'll lie to her.
Wait, really? You're here to rescue me? I was starting to think I'd be stuck down here forever.
I see. You're trying to get her to lower her guard. It's a gamble, but it might work.
Come downstairs. I want to see the face of my rescuer.
So he can tell we're lying. I think she can tell we're lying. You're supposed to be the damsel,
Walk
right?
down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement. She's beautiful. How could someone like this be a threat to anyone? I am begging you to stay focused. There's a lot riding on you here.
Yeah, he's not wrong. Not
Hi.
wrong.
I can't believe you're here. I've been waiting for something like this to happen forever. I hope you brought something to deal with these chains.
We didn't bring a knife. I think if you were to bring a knife, she would be the
You were
damsel.
lying when you said you were here to rescue her, but regardless of your intentions, breaking her out of those chains would be a big mistake. Don't even try it.
Let's talk a bit first. Okay.
Okay.
So now she's... What's your name? I don't know anything about her. Just a little bit, we can know each other better, keep her locked away. Oh, there's so many choices. Oh god, this is like a very big tree of choices. We're gonna save it again. What's your name?
Oh.
You don't have a name, do you?
She pauses, carefully formulating her words before she responds.
You can address me as Your Royal Highness. Or you can just call me Princess if Your Royal Highness is too formal.
Yeah, I don't like that.
These Princess her name or her title? What if it's both? Could you imagine being named Princess Princess?
So is Princess your name?
Like I said, you can call me Princess if you'd like.
She's lying to us.
I'm sorry, I've been down here so long, I guess I've just forgotten. I must have a name, though. Everyone has a name.
Yeah, I know.
Okay, that's weird.
Yeah.
She hadn't even thought to pick a name for herself. Hopefully you're starting to see that she can't be trusted. Go back upstairs, get the blade, and slay her before it's too late.
I don't think, bro, looks like this reason. I've never seen, bro, how have you been eating or drinking? So the more you ask questions, the more holes you poke in our story.
I don't see what that has to do with anything.
You have to eat and drink.
This is the only time this is ever going to happen, but I agree with the princess. That's hardly relevant.
It is relevant.
Okay, but actually, what has she been eating? She has to eat, right?
I don't know anything about you. All I know, I'm gonna keep you locked in here as I trust you. This doesn't at all. See the blade. Go upstairs. See the blade of her saying the word. Salmon chains. Okay, I'll be right back. Hello, I've returned. It's been like, I don't know, like 20, 30 minutes. I don't know. Anyways, I returned. Oh, we were interrogating her. That's right. What if I let you go? What if you're going to? What are you going to do if I let you out of here? I'm gonna keep you locked away. I'm gonna retrieve the blade. There's a bunch of little stuff here. There's so many choices here. I guess we don't need to save it. I don't know anything about you. For all I know, you're locked in there for a reason.
Of course I'm locked up down here for a reason.
Oh, are you?
I don't actually know what that reason is, but you don't just stuff a princess in a basement and throw away the key without there being some sort of an explanation, right?
You have all the explanation you need. You should know better than to trust whatever she comes up with.
She's not very good at lying. I was sent here to slay you. You're apparently a threat to the world. But I don't... but I wanted to I wanted to see you for myself. I'm still not sure what to believe.
Is that why they threw me down here? But I don't want to hurt anyone. I like the world, I think.
You
I
think?
don't remember much about it, to be honest. I've been down here for so long.
How long has she been locked away?
Good question.
Did they tell you how I'm supposed to end the world?
Deflect. What are you going to do if you get out of here? I was hoping you'd tell me. No. No, so I don't think you're actually dangerous. I was hoping you'd tell me. What are you going to do if I let you out of here?
The princess hesitates before responding.
So...
She doesn't know. She's been down here too long to have any idea of what she'd do in another life. She knows what she'd do. She's just searching for whatever answer she thinks you want to hear.
What I do doesn't really matter, right? At the end of the day, whatever the two of us have going on down here is about trust. Whoever sent you to slay me claimed I was a threat to the world, but they didn't tell you why. I don't trust that, and I don't think you do either, or you wouldn't have come down here to talk.
She has a point. We're talking like this for a reason.
So this shouldn't be about what I'd do if I got out of here, or me saying the right thing to convince you to save me. This is about how messed up this whole situation is. This is my life we're talking about. Do you really think I can even end the world? Why would I even want to? We both know that if there's people we can't trust in this situation, it's whoever locked me down here, and it's whoever sent you here. And those two groups are probably one and the same.
Don't let her turn the tables here. This isn't about trust. This is about risk. We stand to lose everything, all for the sake of one person, and a subjugating monarch, no less.
I won't kill you, but I can't set you free. It's too risky. What if I stay for a while and kept you company? Maybe even everyone could be happy. I'm gonna keep you locked away on here for instance. Leave her locked away. I think everyone could be happy. Retrieve gold. We have so many choices. There's so many choices. I won't kill you, but I can't set you free. It's too risky.
That seems like a pretty good compromise.
She's not gonna like it. He wants to go.
I don't think I could bear being down here that much longer.
Yeah.
Leaving her alive is too risky. If you don't deal with her soon, she will find a way out. So I'm the only one who liked that idea.
One way or another, I'm going to find a way out of here. It would make it easier for both of us if you'd help.
Now she's changed.
But if you don't, I can promise that you'll regret that decision.
She's dropped the mask.
You have to make a choice. Let's hope for all our sakes it's the right one.
Retrieve the blade. Ah. We're gonna go retrieve the blade.
Thank you. You turn back to the stairs, intent on retrieving the blade in the cabin.
Where are you going? You can't just leave me here. Fine, turn your back on me, but it won't be long before I slip these chains. And once I'm out of here, there will be hell to pay for leaving me behind.
Slip these chains?
Ah.
She can't, right? She needed our help to get out of here. But do you hear the conviction in her voice? I don't think she's bluffing. She has to be bluffing, but hurry.
She has to be bluffing, but hurry.
You rush up to the first floor, grabbing the blade, both yours and the world's only possible salvation. Okay, if we're sure about this decision, I'll support it. I suppose we have a world to save after all.
Is it gonna
You
lead
slowly
back?
creep down the basement stairs. It's quiet.
She's not gonna be there.
Where the princess sat only a moment ago, there's only a severed arm, its cooling flesh still chained to the wall. And she is nowhere to be seen. Is it just me? Or did this room get a lot bigger?
Well, I think we're gonna run foot. That laugh. Oh. I think we can start over.
Oh, you coward!
No, I don't think we can.
Yeah.
Why don't you come closer? I have something to show you.
Let's finish this. So I've already saved it. This
This is a dangerous play. Who's to say she'll actually succumb to her wounds?
good point.
She doesn't have a weapon, and she's missing an arm. You can finish this right here, right now.
Lock away. We're just gonna run and lock her in
Close the
here.
basement door, locking it behind you and quickly barricading it with the heavy wooden table that once held the blade.
He's already gotten out though.
Okay, we can make this work. She has an awful wound, and we have all the time in the world. Playing jailkeeper for a while might make things a little easier. You settle in against the far wall to watch the basement door. It isn't long before you start to drift off, your eyelids heavy with fatigue. But sleep doesn't come. Instead, your rest is broken by a piercing, wailing voice calling out to you from the other side of the door.
Maybe the banshee.
I know you're still there. Why don't you make things easier on yourself and let me out?
I think it's still gonna be the banshee.
It's not like this little door will hold you very long anyways. Huh? It's probably
idea to try to get back on my good side.
She sounds terrifying. Like she's less of the princess you saw and more like something out of a nightmare.
Yep, we're back on the nightmare ending.
As she violently rattles the door, you do your best to shut her out of your mind.
When I get out of here, I'm going to pick you apart piece by piece. I won't forget what you did, and I'll never forgive it. You don't know the kind of enemy you've made tonight.
Doesn't sound like she's getting any weaker. No, it doesn't.
Do you think losing an arm is actually enough to do me in? I can always find another. I'm not as frail as you think.
You put the princess's threat out of your mind as best you can and huddle up against the wall.
Yeah.
Jolt awake in the middle of the night to silence in the cabin. The ruckus has stopped, and the door to the basement is ajar, its lock broken, and the table shoved out of the way.
So this might
Where is she?
get edited out.
Thanks for helping me get out of that awful basement.
This is different.
You try and stumble to your feet, but as the princess draws near, it's as though your body simply stops working. It isn't all at once. The paralysis comes in waves. First your toes go numb, and then your feet, and then your legs. You lie prone on the floor of the cabin, unable to do anything but witness her approach. Whose side are you on? Yours, of course. But I have a duty to uphold the truth. Lying about the facts of the situation doesn't change them.
So helpless. I can take my time with you, can't I?
She steps closer, one silent footfall at a time, cocking her head in curiosity as you feel your organs shutting down one by one.
Or maybe I can't take my time with you. You don't look well. A little green around the gills. What a shame. If you'd only helped me get out of here, we could have done such wonderful things together.
Your lungs stop drawing in breath, and your heart freezes in your chest. You have seconds left.
I'd say better luck next time, but we both know this is the end, don't we?
It can't be. This can't actually be how everything ends. I'm sorry,
Ouch.
but it is. Everything goes dark, and you die.
Princess Souls. The nightmare. So this leads into the nightmare ending, which we've already seen the nightmare ending.
You're on a path. A warning.
Voice of paranoia. So I'm just gonna see
The
if
interior of the cabin is plain. The smooth wood is just an empty... She's
yeah,
going
we've already
to...
seen all this. In the basement.
Oh, we should have taken the knife. I don't think going down there unarmed is going to do us any favors.
Yeah. I'm gonna edit this video a little bit. We've already seen all this. Just the nightmare
You
ending.
cross over the threshold and onto a series of isolated steps suspended in darkness.
Come back. Must have confused you with someone else.
You really don't remember, do you? It doesn't matter. We need a...
I'm going to talk. Step off the. Okay, we're gonna talk to him.
Didn't you hear my warning a minute ago?
Don't laugh.
You turn faintly as the princess approaches. Your arms quickly follow. This is...
Yeah, it's just
What did you do?
I wonder how many times.
yeah. So it's the same ending as one we got earlier. I'll just cut everything out.
This is a dangerous play. She doesn't... Your eyes dart to the corners of the room.
Okay, I'm going to reload so we can load here, future. So basically, I did the one to let her bleed out in the basement, and it just leads back into the the nightmare ending where she doesn't die and she gets out and she kills you, and then you get the phantom doll face looking princess. So yeah.
Oh, you coward.
No, I don't think we can. Why don't you come closer? I have something to show you.
So what about ending this is going to be?
Your eyes dart to the corners of the room. You don't see her. Where is she?
Fine. Investigate, close the door behind you. That's a new ending. We're gonna...
You close the door behind you. Almost magically, its locks immediately click into place. Maybe they'll open if you finish the job.
Okay.
You step forward to investigate the severed limb. A trail of blood leads from its jagged stump into a dark corner of the basement. And then you hear the quiet patter of feet against the floor, and there's suddenly a weight on your shoulders. The princess tears into you.
Oh jeez. What is she?
Her teeth and claws are unnaturally sharp, ripping into your shoulders, digging into your throat. You fall to the ground, the princess eagerly tearing at your flesh. The ferocity overwhelms you, and as the princess rends flesh from bone, your limp fingers lose their grip on the blade. It slips from your hand, your one last means of defense lying useless beside you in a pool of your cooling blood. I suppose you just lacked the will to fight back. This is the end, isn't it? I'm afraid it is. You shouldn't have let that fear creep into your heart. You had the upper hand, and now look at you.
Yeah, so that
Everything
is
goes dark, and
and
you
you
die.
die. Now we're going to be having a scared voice because he said fear leading to the beast. Ooh.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess. You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Wait, has it already happened? Okay, no. He's gonna kill me again.
I can assure you that you're not dead. And to answer your second question, you're here to slay the princess. I literally told you that a second ago. If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way.
There's a bunch of
If
unique
he doesn't
dialogue.
remember what happened, then something else must have trapped us here.
Voice of the Haunted?
You're not trapped here. Nobody's forcing you to do anything, though the only sensible thing for you to do right now is march up to that cabin and slay the princess.
Proceed to the cabin. We're just gonna not do all the extra dialogue. Just go straight to the cabin.
A warning before you go any further. She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her. Don't believe a word she says. Does a cat lie to a cornered mouse when it plays with its freedom? Or is it just acting out its nature? I don't see why that matters. A lie's a lie, and if anything, she's the one who's cornered.
Does he not
She could
remember
have
what
gotten
happened?
out of there whenever she wanted to. We should trust nothing that she tells us, only what we hear and smell.
Okay.
That's a very roundabout way of saying that you should listen to me and take this seriously. Maybe.
Proceed to the cabin. So, here we go.
The interior of the cabin is ruinous and dilapidated. It feels like no one has lived here for a long time, wind rushing in through cracks and holes in the wooden walls. The only furniture of note is a termite-eaten table with a pristine blade perched on its edge. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
Okay. We're going to take the blade.
You take the blade from the table. It will be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon.
You're not wrong.
walk up to the wall next to the basement door. It's a wall. There isn't much to see here. What are you talking about? This isn't a wall. It's a mirror. Or at least it'll be a mirror once we wipe off that layer of grime. You reach forward and rub your hand against the cabin wall. I hope you know how ridiculous you look right now.
First time we get a good look at the hand.
But there was a mirror a second ago. And now it's gone.
Okay, enter the basement.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing what's left of an old wooden staircase. It's still sturdy enough that you can make your way down in one piece, though you'll have to be mindful of holes.
Don't like that.
The air seeping up from below is oddly warm and wet, as if you're descending into a jungle. If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favor.
You say that every
She
time.
growls up the stairs.
Growls.
I can smell you.
She sounds almost feral.
You're not
impatient,
wrong.
Or maybe eager.
We're gonna die.
You carefully make your way down the stairs. The last step gives way to the damp earth floor of a starlit pit. The walls are obscured by an impenetrable darkness, giving the illusion that the room might stretch on forever. You brush against the wide leaves of plants that surround you on all sides, seemingly the only living things that occupy this strange underground wilderness.
Well, that's not good.
The jungle is pressing in on us, hiding her from view. She could be anywhere. A chain rattles in the underbrush, and as its links drag across the floor, you see pieces of her move in and out of the shadows.
He's toying with
Remember,
us.
she's just a princess.
He's not.
She is certainly not just a princess. You're not helping. It doesn't matter what she is. It only matters what she does.
That is true.
She emerges, her shining eyes and glistening claws visible in the gloom, staring hungrily at you from the darkness.
I can hear your heart pounding from the bottom of the stairs, fledgling. You're right to be terrified. I'm so much more than you. And a little splinter clutched in trembling hands won't save you from me.
The beast. Yeah. We didn't get a good look at the beast. Okay. To be continued. We get finished with the beast. I figured she'd be like a vampire or something. Okay. That will reload. Alright, it's getting late. Hope you enjoyed this video. Had a lot of fun. This game is really interesting. I'm gonna keep playing it. I'm probably gonna play it a couple more times tonight, and then I will call it quits. Hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you later. On the next episode, you're going to see me interact with the hand. I'm probably going to just stay by the door and see if me waiting there changes anything. I don't think it will. I think we're stuck in this pathway after the hand gets severed. We'll see. Bye-bye.